Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to When Queens Converse. I am your host, Ashaki. Let me start this show with a disclaimer. I am a child of God, but my name is not Jesus. So when you jump in these comments trying to come for me or any of these queens on this show, please know that what you will get is a good old clapback. It will not be Christian-like. It will be real savage-like. Okay? This show is for entertainment. And some of the things that we tell you are factual. A lot of the things that we say are our opinions. You don't have to like our opinions. Mm-hmm. You don't even have to agree with our opinions. Mm-hmm. Sometimes we don't even agree with each other. But what you won't do is come in here and try me.
Get them together, sis.
So, in the great words of Tobin, try Jesus, not me, because I throw hands. All right? All right, now that we got that out the way, let me introduce you to these lovely queens here. Up first is Aisha Tyree. We got a Kua in the building.
Hey, y'all.
And our pastor / bartender, Patty, is in the house.
Everybody.
And y'all know we start the show with a drink. So let me pass it on over to Patty for that.
All right. So, with being in the Christmas spirit, we are going to start off by having some wine. I mean, what better way to converse over your favorite bottle of wine? So I'm going to have one called Caramello Red. And I'm going to jazz that up a little bit today. I added me a little bourbon. I think with any dark, like a red wine, you can add any type of dark liquor. If you want to jazz it up, and I have a little orange pineapple juice. I put a little bit of that in there. I added me a little cranberry honey, little orange slice, little sugar rim, and there we go. All right, little Christmas Christmas cocktail. Give me a little straw that you're not supposed to have, but I don't want to mess my lipstick up today. So, cheers, ladies, to a good show, as always.
Cheers. So, I have the Sona Rosso, and I decided to jazz mine up with a little cognac also. So, I jazzed my Sona Rosso up with a little pomegranate XO. As you see, I jazzed it up a lot because now that bottle is empty. So, cheers, ladies.
Yes.
Cheers, honey.
Well, I have my Stella Rosa Black. I did not jazz mine up because I don't do dark liquor. So I'm just going, sip on my Stella Rosa Black.
All right, Stella Rosa Black.
All right, I am with the Menage a Trois. And it is the Dolce, and I love it. And I'm not jazzing mine up. I'm just ready to have a sip after a long day. So
it's been a long
cheers,
day.
Ladies.
All right, ladies, cheers.
Cheers
to a good show. All right, let's get into these hot topics. Well, Little Dirk has proposed to India.
Cute.
He proposed to India at a concert in their hometown of Chicago, on stage, in front of millions of people, child. And she said yes.
Of course.
Sis got a nice rock. So what I want to know is, would you ladies like to be proposed to in that manner in front of millions of people that, of course, you don't know, and put on the spot like that? Aisha?
You already know my answer. Put a show on for me. I mean, I want fireworks.
You want it all?
No, but for real. I don't think like in front of millions, but if it's gonna happen to me, I want them to go all out. That's just me.
Akua?
I'm more conservative, so I would not. I don't want it to be on display for $1 million or $500,000 or even 100. So I would want something more quiet and intimate.
Patty?
I don't think it matters to me. Private, public, I don't care. I mean, depending on, I would hope nobody that I don't like wouldn't do that, so I wouldn't have to turn them down. But yeah, I wouldn't mind. You can do it.
So I just would prefer that my core people be there. I would like for it to be something that would involve my core people. I can't care about the masses. To be able to share that with my core people is what would be important to me.
Yeah. I mean, I want my core people there for sure, but I want it to be a production.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I agree. I mean, nothing's wrong with that. And that is very you. So, I get it. And I'm all for it. I'm all for the fuckery. Call me, let's make this happen. But yeah, I get it.
It wouldn't bother me. That just ain't my speed. But if you put, this is very thoughtful, and you took into, who I am and what my likes and things are, and you with the production, then let the production begin. But
like camera action.
Child, fly me somewhere. Fly me and these friends of mine somewhere. And we can be sitting on a good beach, having a good drink, watching the tide roll in when you get out on your knee and propose to me, okay?
And I think that's a production because it took time and
effort
and planning.
It is.
Yeah, that's a production.
Okay.
You got a plan, you got to put some planning in.
Time and effort.
I can see that.
Yeah.
And men ain't good with that no way, so that's already something that they
that's what best friends are for.
That's what best friends are for.
That's what sisters are for.
Yeah.
That's what girlfriends are for. All right, child, listen. They said LA was like the purge, child, and I believe it might really be true. Drakeo the Ruler was fatally stabbed backstage at an LA musical festival where a fight broke out. Do y'all know who that is?
No.
I'm afraid I'm going to say no.
Who that is?
Well,
might be to the street, but I think he kind of far in the streets.
He deep in the alley.
He in the sewers. Yeah, he's in the sewers. I don't know who he is.
He in the sewer.
He's a gutter rat.
Yeah, I did hear about him.
Drakeo the Ruler was fatally stabbed backstage at an LA concert once a fight broke out. Some type of music festival, and a fight broke out, and he was fatally stabbed. It happened so fast. I literally watched it across the screen where it said he was in intensive care. And I mean, not an hour later, it was like he was dead. And I was like, oh, damn. So he was 28 years old, and his real name is Daryl Caldwell. Now, I don't know who this gentleman is. Ear to the Streets, you know who that is?
No, I'm afraid I'm going to say no.
Well, if you don't know, then
you don't know. I assume he was a West Coast
I know what I know.
And I don't know a West Coast rapper, but unfortunately, he has ceased to be here any longer. I hate to hear that. We definitely
do they have a suspect, or were they able to find the person who?
I do not believe that they found out who did it yet. Apparently, it was like a big fight.
Oh,
okay.
That happened backstage at a music festival.
Well, that's sad. With my condolences, but my ear was not on the West Coast this week.
You do not know that
West Coast.
So condolences to his family and friends, and prayers out to that family, y'all. Listen, y'all got to be safe out here in these streets.
Yeah,
you must be safe in these streets. Well, moving along. NeNe Leakes got a new man.
Say what? Well, how long it's been, girl?
NeNe Leakes has a new man. She was spotted out with her new man at her surprise birthday party that her son threw her for her birthday. I believe the man is of African descent. I cannot pronounce his name.
Well, I
But
heard.
she has found her a new man just 3 months after she lost her husband to COVID.
3 months?
But listen,
Why
what
are
I
we
heard
mad
from
about
my
that?
kid was treated streets was that prior to him passing, her husband, he had already given her his well wishes to move on.
Yeah, that is what she said. She
Um,
did say that Greg wished her well and told her to find her somebody to love her.
Right. Is it a time limit on when you're supposed to?
That's what I was going to ask that. I mean, because I know people who have moved on very fast. And I know some who are, their mate has been gone for a long time and they're still having trouble. So why are we mad because the person is moving on? Can we question
I'm
that?
not mad. Now,
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, why would people be upset? Like, why are people telling them how to grieve and how to move on? And why is there a time limit on it?
I think that people believe that there is a modicum of discretion. Decency, yes. 3 months after your husband has passed from colon cancer.
He's not coming back.
He's not coming back.
I said people.
She said people. She said she
maybe
thought.
people grieve.
I'm gonna hit you with the they said. They said.
People say.
That's what DJ Kelly used to say. They.
Too soon.
I mean, it's somebody's business. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, it's not. It is not nobody's business. But when you are in the public eye, it is all our business.
I'm probably gonna be moving on while they still here.
Well, that's because that's what you do. 3 months is to me. For me personally, I do not believe that I could move on and be in a relationship 3 months after.
Was she saying this during that time? He was like, "Hey, listen, move on."
Well, right. And she said that Greg gave her his blessing. Which I mean, hey, listen, I might give you my blessing. I don't mean 3 months from now, but that's me. Let me be clear. I need you to mourn me a longer than 3 months.
Time. So to me personally, this for cool. I don't care what nobody else do in their own life because you got to make decisions for yourself. But and for me personally, if I've been with my husband, they've been together for decades. That would be. Yeah. I would still be in deep grieving.
A serious grieving.
And then bring him around my children and stuff. I just couldn't move like that. Like,
well, listen, they say the way to get over one man is to get under another.
Get under another.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
I think it's a little.
I tried that before. It's a lie. It don't work.
And breaking up, maybe.
Yeah, you are correct, Murphy. You are correct.
What I mean, Muff?
I said maybe when you break up with somebody, I do agree with move on. You ain't gotta sit around.
Yeah, breakup is different.
But in death, I really don't know. I don't know.
Listen, my uncle used to tell me that I don't let no grass grow under my feet. I keep it moving on you hoes.
Which retarded uncle was that?
You know who said that.
Shout out to my Uncle Kendall, the best uncle in the damn
best uncle out here.
The best uncle in the because my
crazy,
uncle is better than yours.
Well, that is mine.
But
that is your uncle.
But you know your uncle's blind, crippled, and crazy. So if you take any advice from him,
blind, crippled, and crazy. He is all three. He is blind, crippled, and crazy. But that's my uncle.
He told me he was the best thing that ever happened to me, honey.
I bet he did. Did you believe him? Did you believe him?
No, ma'am.
He told her. He told her he had a penis like a fire hose.
Yes, he did.
It just rolls out.
You know them daggone doolies, honey. They say.
Shout out to them doolies, baby.
They say.
That's what they say.
Ain't no young man saying on this like that. Well, listen. Do you think that is a part of her grief, though? Like some people maybe they need
They need some
I don't think this is a new person.
I would imagine that she probably needs to get on out here and experience life. I mean, I don't know.
Maybe she misses like what he had to offer. Like some people need that comfort. They need somebody, that presence. They just need a warm body. You know what I'm saying? So
especially
maybe she just, yeah, and that as well.
Especially if somebody's been with somebody for so long, that's just the way that they're used to.
Yes, I can
You've been with
imagine
somebody
that
for
it's
30
probably
years,
very difficult
and then
to
that
be
person's
by
no longer
yourself.
there.
Yeah.
You need to
They've been
do a little
together
quick
since the
replacement.
90s.
They've been together for a long time.
Since the 90s.
Greg took her out of that strip club.
That's good that he is.
Greg
he
took
took
her
that
out of that
gutter rat
strip
honey
club.
and turned her into something good. No,
He took Lanithia out of that strip club.
I like Lanithia, baby.
He turned that hoe into a housewife. Shucks.
Lanithia.
She had the most successful marriage. She had the most successful, whether they had problems.
She
or
was
not,
the one that was
on
really
their
married.
show.
The rest of them wasn't married. Besides Todd and Canyon, they wasn't married from the get-go. They
I
got
wanted
married.
her first man, by the way. That first man that she was engaged to, baby, I wanted him.
Ooh.
I don't remember his name. Remember he got shot? She was engaged. Candy was engaged. Yeah, Candy was engaged to a man, and he also died. And
let me tell you who Candy used to be engaged to.
Lavert.
Let me tell you who Candy used to be engaged to.
Lavert.
Gerald Lavert.
Did she?
Lavert had him so that he had him plenty of women, baby.
I don't do big men, but Gerald Lavert.
I like that Gerald Lavert, baby.
Gerald Lavert and Cedric the Entertainer. Both of them big boys could be in my dad.
Come here, bring that nigga here.
Did you say
I need some teddy bear Lavert, baby.
Come on, bring it. Yes.
Cool.
Cedric the Entertainer
and
Gerald
Lavert.
I
know Cedric. Cedric look like he smell good.
He do like he smell good, don't he?
Like he smell good, but I don't
Pass
know.
on Ceddy.
I love Ceddy, and I've always loved Ceddy.
But shout out to St. Louis for Ceddy from St. Louis. But I'm gonna pass on Ceddy.
I'm gonna pass on him as well.
You gonna pass on him as well?
Yeah. Maybe I don't know. Like he's not comparing that.
Oh, okay.
But Gerald Lavert, he can call me on my private line. Hey,
come on. Sing to me, Daddy.
Me all the time. I like that Gerald Lavert.
All right. So a few weeks ago, we talked about Kanye West when he was on Drink Champs and some of the foolishness that he said. Well, Big Sean.
Go ahead.
Big Sean was on Drink Champs. And he had something to say in return. I don't know if y'all remember, but Kanye made the comment that Big Sean was the worst decision in signing. That was one of the worst decisions he made. Well, Big Sean was a little pissed off by that comment. And he was pissed off because apparently he has had Kanye's back in ways that most folks wouldn't. He said that Ye would call him to write a verse. And, you know, he might write part of the verse. He might use the whole verse. Ye would call him to just come in the studio and bring good vibes. Ye would call him to write a hook. He said, and he done all these things off of the strength of their relationship and their friendship, not even asking for rights.
You sound like that sound like credits. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
He said that he was one of the first people to tweet Kanye for president.
Again, foolishness.
Ooh, more foolishness.
And on top of that, he said that he had an audit of his books. And upon that audit, it seems as though Kanye and Good Music owe him about $6 million.
Where me my coins? Where my money at, Ye?
$6 million. He thought that upon investigation that it was really, I believe it's UMF or UMG, whoever that, Universal Music Group, UMG, that was actually the people who owed him the money. But upon the audit, he hired people to do an audit. The audit showed that the money had been paid to Good Music, but it had not been paid to Big Sean.
That's right.
Now, who is the best artist, or let me go back. Who's the most selling artist on Good Music outside of Kanye?
So I ain't gonna put Common in there.
I don't know who's on Good Music.
He had Common. He produced
the Common. That's my part right there. You heard that? You heard yourself? You don't even know who's on Good Music. I only know
Tiana
two
Taylor's
other
on there
other than Kanye, and they are Big Sean and Tiana Taylor.
Yeah.
And he fucked Tiana over, so there you have that.
There we go. Come on.
And she my favorite. So yeah.
Sean said that his feelings was hurt. He said because, he had been there for Ye off the strength of the fact that, Ye had gave him a deal, right? Mm-hmm. Now, Big Sean is managed by Rock Nation. He said his manager for Rock Nation told him, this is the worst damn deal I ever seen in my life. But Big Sean signed it. Okay.
So who you mad at?
Well, listen, there is a such thing as loyalty, and then there's this
stupidity. Stupidity.
Yeah, being a damn fool.
Yeah.
And it seems like your loyalty led you into being a damn fool.
That's what somebody told me. That's what I hear.
There is business, and then there is personal.
Keep them separate. Yeah. Keep them separate.
Run me my money. I'll write this verse. But run me my credits.
Run me my coins. My coins.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'll see you in court. I can't. What? That's foolish. But on the flip side of that, like I see, what Sean is saying. He's like, listen, you gonna talk greasy about me when I done been there for you from the get-go, when everybody else was thinking
this nigga crazy.
Right.
But when do you take ownership for your own money? So why didn't you have a lawyer look over it? Or did your lawyer miss something?
He did look over it. And they told him it was a shitty damn contract.
That's what I'm saying.
So he anyway, because he wanted a foot in the door.
See, that's the thing.
Well, people, listen, people take advantage when they know you hungry.
I know. Hey, but listen, that's a decision you have to make as well. So we all got some part.
You knew what it was when you signed up.
That's right.
Your manager told you. Your manager told you. I mean, again, but that was in the beginning. So I'm sure that he assumed that it would get better, but it didn't seem to.
When you assume what happens.
Come on, ass out of you and me.
And me.
Okay, with that saying. Ooh, we're gonna come up with some saying.
Yeah.
We're gonna come up with some saying.
Hopefully Big Sean decides to get his coins. And he did say that Kanye reached out to him after the interview to try to hash things out. But he said that at that point in time, he was in his feelings and he wasn't taking Kanye's call.
I don't blame him. Kanye, it's like he just talks shit and don't think about it. And he try to apologize later. Like, no, and I like Kanye.
Well, he told everybody that Kim almost aborted North, but now you want your wife back.
I want him to get on a good cocktail of medicine.
Y'all leave Kanye alone, because guess what? Y'all ain't. None of them billionaires. So he's making some right decisions. Somewhere along the damn
No. He's making business decisions. We're not going to say whether they're right or wrong, because clearly he's throwing some shade in between. But but he's still crazy as a motherfucker.
He might be, but guess what? He's fine. He doing A-okay.
Now he wants his family back.
Because money don't make you okay.
You are very true. That's very true. But guess what? Money can buy all the different things that you say that he needs. So if he need them and want them, he'll get them.
Well,
get that cocktail. That money can buy that cocktail.
Do he want a good cocktail of meds or no?
He say no. He don't want.
He can afford
y'all can afford
the magic.
He do want his wife back. Who
today.
is reportedly dating Pete Davidson's funny looking self.
Well, Miley Cyrus was at his house, or they was at her house, or they was somewhere linked up. It's a sneaky link.
What? Well, Miley like girls too.
I don't even sound like his type.
Well, she might like.
What is his type? Because he was with Ariana Grande. He was engaged to Ariana Grande. Pete Davidson was engaged to Ariana Grande.
Oh, I'm talking about Kanye.
Oh no, she's talking about Pete Davidson and Miley.
Pete Davidson is weird. He's a little
strange.
But all of them are off. They're all off. Their family's off. I'm over it.
But Kim got to be how old? Why are you entertaining Pete Davidson? Girl, if you don't get you some old man and sit down somewhere and collect his check.
She's fine. So her
if you gonna come on and
she
get
move
your
how she
Nicole
wants
Smith
to
on,
move.
Anna Nicole, girl, get your old man to sit down somewhere.
Not Anna Nicole.
Girl, get an old man and sit down somewhere. Now, without them children.
She said she don't need no sugar daddy, bitch. Her husband is a motherfucking. He is the sugar. Shit.
But she got money too, so she don't need.
And she gonna get everything. And she gonna get everything that she asking for. She got all the children. She good.
She good.
She good without his money.
She good.
She good without his money.
Along, child. Well, Patty, Rick Ross, honey, he done walked out of a radio interview. He walked out of the 85 South show.
Wow.
He told them people he had to go use the bathroom.
Okay.
And he never came back. He's still in there taking a dump. He is upset. As big as he is, he probably is. Listen,
he lost a little weight tonight.
He has lost weight, Ashaki.
He's still big though.
Hello.
And fine.
Oh, what happened?
No, ma'am.
Why did he walk out? Like, I need to know what
They
happened.
say that they believe that he was upset because they were asking him about old music, and he wanted to talk about that new music, that new CD that wasn't really selling well.
What new CD?
He got a new CD.
He got a new CD.
When that come out?
Richer Than Life, I think is what it's called.
Aisha.
I'm serious.
He had a new song out.
What is it called?
He do? What is it called?
Just go Google it.
Cause you don't even fucking know.
Cause you don't know either. Cause
it's a woman on the CD. I do know.
I know.
When did it come out? I would like to know. Because I don't know that either. And I like smell of Rick Ross.
What kind of questions were they asking? I love Rick Ross.
I do not know. Let's see. When did that CD come out? And he has a song that is on the radio. Is that what you're saying to me?
Yes, it's a nice little song.
Nice little.
And it's called what?
Nice.
He said, Google it.
What? Rick
doing my
friend.
Richer Than Ever. His new CD, Richer Than Ever
Richer Than I Ever Been.
Richer Than I Ever Been. There you go. There you go, Muff. There you go. It is relatively new. And I mean new. But they are not buying it.
They came out on the 10th, it says.
They did what?
The 10th of December?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, he's still fresh. Maybe they'll buy
still fresh. I ain't heard the new single though.
But those first week sales matter though. Those first
sales
they're looking for. So
well, I think they missing. He missing some.
He got a song with Jasmine Sullivan and 21 Savage.
Okay.
Jasmine Sullivan. I like Jasmine.
It's called Outlaws.
You can keep that 21
now, let
though.
me tell you something. That is what Rick
I
Ross
like 21 Savage.
He will get him a good singer.
My 16-year-old son like 21 Savage.
Yes,
that is not in my ear.
He will get him a good singer on a CD.
He
had Chris and Michelle, and he put a little John Legend. Now,
That's because he got that kind
Neo.
of sultry kind of, you know what I'm saying?
She looks the fuck good.
Ooh, who looked the fuck
girl?
Jasmine.
She does look good. She does look good.
Let's talk about that. Now let's talk.
Come on, Jasmine.
When she accepted her award on, was it the Soul Train Awards? One of these awards here lately. She was talking about the fact that she almost did not show because she did not look the way she wanted to look.
I'm not
she
even
had put on some weight.
All that.
She had lost some weight. Now she had lost some weight, and I mean like a lot of weight. I think her mother may have had cancer. So she was going through that process with her mother of eating better and blah, blah, blah. So she had lost a lot of weight. I'm assuming that maybe she had picked some of that back up and she was feeling some type of way about it. But let me tell y'all something. Jasmine Sullivan is fine, baby. And if she ain't fine to you, just close your eyes and let sis sing you away. Okay?
So he looks good. She
I
looks
like
good.
me a thick because I think
Yeah.
Jill
And
Scott
she can
is
sing.
fine,
I like me some Jasmine.
baby. I think Jill Scott fine too.
Oh, I
Yes,
love
ma'am.
her.
Jill Scott is cute.
Ooh,
She is beautiful.
Those
Jill
are
Scott
our
is
two big girl
fine.
crushes.
baby,
Ooh,
come on,
fine.
Big Bone.
She's
Big-
beautiful.
The Big Bone.
Jill Scott is pretty.
My God, look at this what Jasmine got on. Jesus, she did made me fall. Oh, my she is fire.
Okay. Mm-hmm. We agree.
Well, we're gonna have
All
to
right,
check this
y'all.
one
We're
out
gonna
later,
take a
y'all.
pause for the call to thank them sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
And today's sponsor is Wavy Visuals, a one-of-a-kind, fascinating photography specializing in personal photo shoots, family and maternity shoots, and everything in between. Wavy Visuals, where we make your vision a reality.
All right, we are back. And we are back with our next segment, Black in America. And today we will be talking about Kim Potter and the death of Dante Wright. If you don't know who Kim Potter is the police officer who killed Dante Wright, a motorist, a Black motorist. She states that she accidentally pulled her Glock when she was trying to deploy her taser to subdue Wright, who was fleeing arrest. She is being charged with first and second degree manslaughter. So it is very interesting that I think this is like the second person who has said they were trying to pull their taser and they pulled their gun. Now, I don't know about any of you all, but I have shot a gun before and I have held a taser. They do not weigh the same
At all.
Pistols
You know what we should
are-
do is put that picture of us up from when we went shooting.
Pistols are heavy for a reason. Tasers are lighter for a reason. They're different.
But don't
Very
they
much
hold
so.
up like where they
They hold them on different sides.
Yes,
They're
right.
on different sides of your body as an officer. As an officer, you would think that you would know your left.
Mhm.
Wow, Kim Potter, she shouldn't even been. She looked so nervous. She just anything could have just set her ass off. She just
Nah, she full of shit.
As all of them are.
She full of shit. She got.
well, she
First
there
of all,
too.
I've been watching that trial, and this bitch is trying. I guess she's trying to get some type of insane. Did you see her? She was
I
like,
seen her crying and
well,
carrying on.
I'm like, why is she twitching? Like, she can't
Her
comprehend.
back is against
Can't
the wall.
understand. I'm so sick of these motherfucking.
Her back is against the wall. She just trying to do anything. She hoping anything will get her off.
This bitch.
And she, and them damn pills from Rittenhouse got him off. Let me see what I can do and see if I can.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is.
Well, she was fired, so she is now no longer a police officer, which she should not be, since she clearly does not know her left from her right.
Clearly.
But now she is on trial for first and second degree manslaughter.
Good.
Why does this not constitute murder?
Yeah.
Does anybody have an answer to that?
Is it a
afraid
trouble?
I guess they were trying to say it was
Why does it
unintentional.
Murder.
I
I'm
guess
afraid
it's
of
because she says it was unintentional that she accidentally discharged her firearm.
Well,
She
that's
was
second degree
intentional.
murder to me. Sounds like second
So why
degree.
do we believe her and we don't believe Pookie when he say he did it on accident?
Well, now listen, ma'am. I'm just telling you. I'm not saying I agree with you, agree with it, but I'm saying that that's what I believe is going on. Is that it's unintentional.
I mean, I'm
You
just
know what I'm
trying
saying?
to understand how
Premeditated
because
gives you
somebody
first
is
degree.
dead, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, so
He was
last
murdered.
year, she was the supervising officer who was called to the scene of another shooting of a guy, 21-year-old, who was on the autism spectrum. His grandparents called 911 because he was, having an episode. But they had got him calmed down. They called the police back to say, never mind. They still came, end up killing this boy. She comes on the scene and tells the police officer, turn your body cameras off. Yeah, I saw the whole video. She tells them, turn your body cameras off and instructs them to do all of these things. So for a year, the mom of the guy that got killed has been trying to fight for her to lose her job this whole time and get the police that actually did the shooting. Nothing happened. We ain't even hear about this until just now. So they say like she's had a record of misconduct.
And that's usual. That's not abnormal. That's usual. Exactly. When these cops find themselves in this situation, this shit has happened multiple times.
Their first time
and time again.
She's been on the force for, I believe, 21 years.
And you didn't know the difference between your taser and your gun? Bitch, who you think we are? Who you think we are? Boo-boo the fool is what you thought we was. What?
Her sergeant feels as though she was justified.
Girl.
Because there was apparently a struggle between the sergeant and Dante Wright. Mm-hmm. And he felt like he could have lost his life when Dante Wright pressed on that gas.
Girl, they always want to try to know what. They don't care for that life like they was in danger for their life. Men
with machetes and shit. They don't
do
care
it
for that
all the time. But yet they don't never feel like they in danger for their life. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of it. I'm sick and tired of even talking about it because it just I don't understand.
It's something different every week.
Every week.
It disturbs me that when a police officer does something wrong, and I mean blatantly wrong, they always try to bring up the past of the victim.
Yep.
As if
let's bring up your pain.
As if the victim is the person on trial.
Well,
this man is dead.
He's dead. He can't speak for himself. You got a whole voice. You can talk.
It's trickled down because now we got the judge who was on camera saying, it's a nigger. It's a nigger. It's a roach. Her son recorded this and he got put out of LSU. He got put out. They put his ass out off the team or whatever. And now she's pleading. She only said that because she was on medication.
She's on medication.
She was on medication.
She's on sleep aids. I believe she was on sleep aids.
And it causes her to do what?
Sleep aids make you say nigga.
It makes you say the word nigga.
And compare niggas
out of all those different commercials when they give you the long list of side effects,
I never heard that.
Never
do you hear them say
make that be a motherfucking side
slurs? I'm going to slow it down the next time they do that because apparently may cause racial slurs.
I've never heard
missing that.
We're missing that. But that's her defense right now because now she's suspended without pay. She has
thought she was fired. Is she fired?
The judge in Louisiana.
I thought she got fired.
No, ma'am.
Kim Porter. Oh, you talking about the other lady?
The judge in Louisiana. Kim Porter was fired.
You're right. I'm sorry. They were.
Let's play this game because they tried to appease you by saying, "Oh, she was fired." Don't think that don't mean she can't go one county over and apply.
Yeah.
Because when you're a judge for life. That's a thing for life. She ain't fired. She ain't put up. They want just to die or down, and she can go right back. But what they need to do is pull all them cases up. That she done seen over black people.
And get hired. She can go to one of these little big ass towns in Texas.
She sure can.
They love to have her on their team.
Pick a nigga.
Love to have her.
They would love
just what we're looking for. You like to use the word nigger? Oh yeah, we need you on our fucking team.
You like the kill?
Come on, you want to get on one of these horses
accident?
And wrangle you on in?
What they need to do is pull all them judge cases over these black people and get that shit thrown out.
That's why they hurried up and suspended her.
Yeah.
Because that's what they don't want to do. Because that's what they don't want to do.
And
They
we
do
are
not
talking
want to
about
open
two
up them
different things
can
here.
of
I
worms.
apologize. We're in the midst of talking about two different things here.
It's the
We
same
are
thing.
talking about Kim Potter. But of course, in the midst of talking about Kim Potter, it brought up the judge in Louisiana who likes to use racial slurs while she's on sleep aids. So that is what is going on in America, in Black in America. Nothing new, unfortunately.
This
Seems
week.
like it's an everyday occurrence. It's
Yeah.
what we deal with all the time. Hopefully, just like we saw Derek Chauvin be found guilty, we will also be finding Kim Potter guilty.
Hopefully, she'll get
They're
locked
supposed
up
to be
life.
coming up with the Ahmaud Arbery sentencing soon too.
Oh, yeah, when is that?
Yeah.
I believe it. When I read it, I thought it was like sometime in January.
Yeah,
Oh.
see, but here's the difference between Ahmaud Arbery and the Kim Potters. They protect them police. So, they find it very hard. Police are held to a different standard. They are allowed
True, but that one guy
more
was a retired police officer.
leeway.
He was a retired police officer, so they give them just as much. Yeah.
The dad, wasn't it the dad?
I didn't know that he was a retired police officer.
The daddy was, yeah.
Yeah.
And the other guy, the son was former military. So,
But
no.
was he? Okay, child. Nonetheless,
keeping my fingers crossed.
That's what's going on in
We
Black
all
in
know.
America. Stay with us while we thank those sponsors.
Thank you, sponsors.
We're back. And on this segment of love and happiness.
Make me do round.
We are talking about dating red flags and green flags. So, of course, when you meet a new person, as some of us have done from time to time, there are certain things that may stand out for you and you're like, no. And then there are certain things that may stand out for you and you're like, I might could take a little gander into this here thing a little further. So you have those red flags and you have some green flags on the plate. It's like, okay, come on, let's see if we can take it to the next yard line. I want to know, what are you ladies' red and green flags? Booker,
please skip me. I can't go first. Pass it over.
The first thing
somebody.
that comes to my mind for a red flag. A red flag for me is if a man has a poor relationship with his mother. So if I ever find a man talking down to his mother, treating his mother unkind, or just they have an actual, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what you know what I'm saying. Like they don't have
dysfunctional relationship.
Growing up, or to me, that's a red flag. Because I feel like you're going to treat me how you treat your mama. So I don't want it. I don't want them problems. That's my one. That's the first red flag that came to my mind.
What's your green flag?
I ain't there yet. Come back around. Come back around.
Where we go now?
Now, yes.
So speaking of relationships, with family, my number one red flag with a man that I've dated with children is if you have a poor relationship with your children. I did date a guy who loves his kids. Oh, I hope you never see this show, Lord. He loves his kids. But I felt like he never made the time for his kids. Like, I know that he could. And to me, I believe that when you're a parent, you go above and beyond. You put your children first, no matter what. So for me, I put my kids first. I don't move without thinking. I don't make a move without thinking, like, what about my kids? Because that's just how my life is set up. But with him, honey, he was moving from state to state, you know, doing whatever out the country, doing whatever he had to do. And I just felt like when it came time to see the kids, you love them so much, but why are you not taking a weekend to go see your kids? I don't care how much it costs. You put your life on the line for your children, because them kids didn't ask to be here. So that, and I know, like I said, he loves them. But that's a red flag for me, in relationships. So
Aisha, red flag.
I agree. Are you frozen? I'm like, are you frozen? What's happening?
Not frozen. She's thinking
here with this crazy look.
Go on, spit it out. We'll clean it up later. Just say what you gotta say.
Everything's a red flag to me. I'm just being 100% honest. And let me tell you why. When you have been through so much buffoonery and butt fuckery, it's hard not to notice everything that you think might be a red flag.
Bitch, I remember this.
Huh?
I said, you be like, bitch, I remember this. I remember this.
This thing's too familiar to me. Like, I don't
too familiar.
Yeah, and so everything can be a red flag to me. I have to talk myself through green flag.
What is a real red flag? Not the ones imagined in your mind.
No, they be red flags to me. They're not imagined. Things happen. It could be the same. You can do the exact same thing that somebody did in the past, and I'm gonna look at it as it's real. I'm not making it up. It's real. That don't mean the outcome won't be the same. Mm-hmm. But a major red flag for me is It's definitely your relationship with your children, which can be tricky too, because especially depending on the age of the kids. But having too much time is a red flag to me.
Okay.
Oh, I got a lot of free time.
Having too much free, because I don't have a lot of free time. If you got a lot of free time, what are you doing? Like, yeah, that's a red flag to me.
I agree.
So for me, a red flag is a lack of initiative. People who sit back and wait for you to do things, especially when you're just getting to know someone. So if you're waiting on me to plan a date, or if you're waiting on me to call, or if you're waiting on me to say, hey, let's hang out, or whatever the case may be, a lack of initiative is a red flag for me. Now, take this with a grain of salt. I love to plan things. I do. I love to plan things. But because I tend to always plan things, I want someone who will take the time to plan something, to take all of that out of my hands from time to time. It doesn't have to be all the time, but I don't want somebody that's going to say, well, what you want to do? Well, you just tell me and that's what we'll do. Mm-hmm. I want someone who is going to take initiative. So for me, a person who does not take initiative is a red flag. When your stories don't add up. When them stories don't add up, that is also a red
stories
flag
don't add up. Yeah,
come on,
to tell these stories
don't add
listen,
up.
Let me tell you something. One thing about me, one thing for certain, and two things for sure. I am very analytical, and I remember things that people say. So when you start to tell these stories and they start to intertwine and things don't seem wait, say what now? You did what? Well, I thought you did X, Y, and Z. Oh, you're a lawyer too? Oh, so you're a lawyer and a singer. You're a traveling lawyer and a singer? Oh, okay. Listen, these stories got to add up. I can't do no liars. That's a red flag for me.
That's definitely a red flag. I was going to piggyback off of Muffy, because another red flag for me was what I found out is that I need a man to be able to have his own friends, his own, you know, things that he likes to do. You know, like you were saying, when you got too much time, because I ain't the type of person that has too much time on my hands. I don't have no time on my hands. I'm out here making things happen. I want you to be out here making things happen. And when I'm over here with my girls, I don't want you to be looking at me crazy, talking about something. Well, what you doing? Why you over there? Well, don't you got friends? Don't you got somebody that you want to go hang with? Like, I need you to be, I didn't know how important that is to me, but I learned recently how important that is for me, that you have to have things that you connect with. I can't be your only source of happiness, your only source of entertainment, your only source of whatever. Like, I need you to have that outlet that does not include me. And I'm okay with that. When you don't have that, that I can see that being an issue, because I do have my own friends. I do have things that I like to do. I do have, you know, my own life. And I don't want you to I don't want that to feel like it takes too much from you, from what we do.
I pick you.
My last big red flag. I don't like when a man is not open. And when I mean open-minded, I mean to trying new things, to traveling, to getting out, you know, just, I don't want no stick in the mud, just want to sit at home all day. I want to get out. I want to date, like for real date. I want to do a lot. So I don't like a man who's not open to try new things. That really bothers me, because I also dated a man like that. It's not open to a lot. He just like to sit in the house all the time. I was like, this ain't gonna work for me. Like, I don't want, it's not my life. Yeah. And I didn't do it.
Okay. All right.
Green flags now.
I got me some green. If you make me laugh, that's a green flag for me. If you make me cackle, if you tickle me like a little tickle me ammo, I love you. You ain't got to be cute or nothing.
We do. We like to laugh, and that's one thing about all of us. Actually, all of us love to laugh. We all love a good time, and we all like to laugh. Now, that's one thing about all of us, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, that's
like
definitely a green flag. And on the other side of it, for me, a green flag is a man who plans things. I like a man who takes initiative, who plans things, who says, hey, I need you ready at 7:00. Wear that good black dress. Wear them sexy heels, because I'm coming to get you. And we going out. Don't worry about where I got this taken care of. I like that. That is a green flag for me. A person who knows what he wants, how to make it happen. Come on,
take charge. Daddy. Take over. He a leader.
On, take charge. Now take charge respectfully, though, here. Because you all right. You ain't running.
But he's showing leadership.
Take charge respectfully.
Let that man lead, girl. Shut. Go ahead, Muffy.
Tread lightly with me.
Green flag. A green flag for me is to just let me be me. I've been in situations where people don't like 100% be you. They sitting back, being uncomfortable with you, being comfortable with who you are. And I can't do that. Like, a green flag to me is actually enjoying me be me. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. Like,
because I'm a whole lot.
Listen, baby.
I'm a mingler.
That is a lot for that is something.
And everybody I hang with is a whole lot.
Yes.
I desire an individual that's gonna sit back and be like, that's me, that's mine. She alive.
Like, boo.
Let her be. She good. Let her be. Don't worry about it. She good. I got her.
I got another green light. So a man that can do something. I like me a man that can fix and do an oil change, fix a tire, tighten up the pipes underneath. I like me a man.
You want a handy man who ain't afraid to get his hands dirty.
I want a handyman. I want a man that can get in there and, you know what I'm saying, you know, tinkle with the things, and because I don't know nothing about it. I need some help. And I want you to be able to do just, you know, I don't need you to, you know, build a car or anything like that. But a little oil change, little flat, you know, flat tire, or, you know, so leak in the sink, or, you know, little small things, you know, just like that. You have some know-how. You're not just out at work and they get all of your, you know what I'm saying, intellect. When you come home, you have something to offer the home as well. That's what I like.
Brenda says, don't be sitting up grinning at no cute man that can't do nothing for you.
Yeah,
you need to be able to
forget these cute men.
fix a break.
Yes.
Do something in the yard. Do something under the
Well,
hood of a
listen,
car.
let me just say something to that. Because listen, I am handy. Anybody who knows me know I am handy. I fix shit and put shit together. That's just me. But listen, my man, my guy, he will let you the fuck know from the door. Who can we call? Because I ain't doing it. He said, listen, I ain't cutting no grass. Can we put him on the schedule?
Listen, as long as he can get it done. That's what
as
I
long as you get it, and I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right. No. He let me know from the door.
As long as the both of us ain't looking at each other like,
no.
Because I'm looking at you like, you figure that out yet?
When you come to me and say, Shocky, how much oil you got in your car?
Oh, no. And no. He
do like this.
Take that to the dealer and get that oil here changed.
That's what I want you to say. I want you to say, hey,
let me take
I'm coming to get this car and getting the oil changed. That's fine. I can take that if you can't change the oil. I can take that. As long as you can make something happen, that is a green flag for me.
Yeah. Green.
Just so y'all know, I have raised my boys. You young ladies out there, my boys they are prime for the picking. You hear me? Honey, they can do, some drywall. They can change your oil, fix a flat tire. They can do that, and they educated. I'm just putting a little pub out there for my babies. It's okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Mine is just handsome, okay? He real handsome and he can take a picture. He is real handsome and he can take a picture.
And my baby
is not gonna do nobody's drywall. He is not finna paint nobody's wall.
He's a pretty boy.
My 16-year-old painted my whole entire
man.
House. Whole entire house.
Now, but what my baby does have is the skill set to call somebody to make something happen. He got plenty of men in his family that can make something happen. He can call his Uncle Gary. He can call his Uncle Bobby. He'll call his mama and say, Mama, I need you to find. Okay, baby. Mine is handsome, honey. He can't fix nothing. Okay?
Mine is very handy.
That's good thing.
I went to the market. I said, come get these bags. Because I ain't carrying a bag. See, this is what I'm not doing. I'll go to the grocery store, but I'm not carrying this shit. Okay? Come get these bags.
Agreed.
Now mine does that. Now he ain't just cute with no purpose now. I be damned.
But I don't pump gas. And I don't
no. I don't do that neither when them children in the car. I don't. No. Mine ain't that damn cute. I be damn. He ain't that damn cute.
Get you to pump this here gas.
Yeah, I get on these before I pump my gas. I come home and be like, we need to take a ride because my gas is low.
Yeah, I don't do it.
I don't do it neither.
It's not that I won't. I just don't have good experiences at gas stations at all. I live in Baltimore. When you go to a gas station, you getting harassed as soon as you get out the car. I just don't, and now I don't like it. If I go to a gas station, there's too many people standing outside. I'm finding extra. So let me just go get somebody to go pump my gas. Whether it be my son, my brother, my man, somebody.
She ain't lying. I lived in Baltimore for quite some time.
She is not lying.
She ain't lying.
Patty,
no,
you have a green flag? What's your green flag?
So now that I'm a little older and
she's on there blushing. You blushing, sis?
I am for a reason. So I feel like my number one green flag is a good communicator. I love a man who talks to me. I'm a talker on the phone, right? So I love to talk on the phone. I love to talk on the phone.
Yes, you do. You is a phone boning ass sister.
I'm not a texting
you
person.
and that one too. That one next to you, she's a phone boner too, so
baby.
Listen,
I like the phone person. So if we can talk on the phone and if the conversation is just easy and it flows and we communicate and I can be open.
It ain't nothing better than that.
As Aisha said, if I can just be me because I'm funny, I'm silly, I make jokes all the time. So I need a man who can take that in and just let me be me. Like that communication is everything for me. So listen, that's my number one thing. And that's going to catch me every time. And you can talk to me. I'm easy to talk to anyway. So why not?
2 thumbs up
Yeah,
on
use
that
a
one.
whole clap with that.
I agree.
I
Welcome.
agree. I agree.
I love them phone conversations, honey.
I'm
Yeah,
not
I like
with
it, man.
phone
If you can
calls.
phone ball with me,
Oh,
Because, baby,
yes.
she is a
Baby,
professional
I'm in
phone
love.
ball. You hear me?
Yes, I love
That's
talking
it.
on the
Let me
phone.
tell you something. I have spent a many nights in the bed with her. Okay? Right next to her. While she be on the phone, she be whispering so tough, phone boning so bad I can't hear a damn thing she's saying.
It wasn't meant for you.
It was, and that's
you,
fine by
sis.
me because I'm disgusted anyway. So sis is a certified phone boner. You hear
I
me?
love it. Don't text me. The quickest way to leave me alone.
Yeah, I
mean,
don't like
to
no
leave you
text
alone.
either now. Let me
All
tell
that
you. Oh,
texting.
there we go. That's a red flag for me.
That's an
Baby,
age. I think that's an age thing, though. I
And
think that
it might
is
be.
a
No, it's
generational
not.
thing.
It's not.
I didn't
You
even
don't
know
think
my
Especially
voice.
as a woman who dates, it is not. People try to get to know you through text. That is a red flag for me. If you
Yes.
cannot pick up this phone or make time to see me in person to have a conversation, I am not interested. I do not. I repeat, cannot get to know an individual through text. I hate it. I hate it.
Now listen, I have to see you. We can talk face to face. I'm not. Before you call me,
She like
anybody outside of this phone, is this a textable conversation? Because
I hate it.
She said, I didn't ask you to call me, nigga. What you want?
you have texted me this first because I don't want to talk to you. Everybody I talk to, I look at. Like, I don't even pick up the phone and call nobody on here. If you don't FaceTime me,
the
and my
last
phone
time
ring,
me
I'm
and
thinking
Bubby have
something
really talked.
is wrong.
Talk instead of fact. Any of y'all, I can't tell you the last time I have really
I
dialed
called.
a number and not looked at y'all. That's really crazy though. Now that I think about it,
I can't.
I'm with
Like,
you
if
though,
you
Mug.
call
Like,
me-
if people on the outside, I don't want you. Don't be calling me because I don't want to be talking to you.
that's
Text
a red
me,
flag.
And when
That is
I
a red
respond
flag.
to you, is
Do
when I
not
respond to you.
FaceTime without prior authorization.
No, you don't do that. That's FaceTime etiquette. You don't just FaceTime me. No.
That's like knocking on my door. Excuse me.
Yeah, like you just popping up. No, thank you. Mm-hmm.
And somebody who I don't know FaceTime me, I'm looking like, what the fuck?
Why?
And somebody that I FaceTime every day call me, I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I don't know.
She'd be like, why you call me?
Right. And look, half the time we're not even looking at each other on the phone.
Ain't looking
That
at
ain't
each
the
other
point.
at all.
But you're
Phone
not
be
on
working
Facebook.
all the
moving
time.
around.
You be doing what?
Working.
Girl, working at Schnucks.
Please.
She be working at Schnucks.
Grocery store here.
Don't you do my friend?
All right, y'all.
I got one more green flag.
She got
I
a
got one
green
more
flag.
green flag.
Wait a
Come
minute.
on.
I got just one more green flag. I like a man who pays attention.
Oh, well, yeah.
I thought you were saying you like a man that pays bills. I'm like, me too, girl. Me too.
You know what? I mean, I think we all like that, but if you can pay attention to me, it be the littlest things that make me. I've been happy. I'm happy. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Listen, I recently had a birthday to top all birthdays, honey. And it was only because an individual paid attention.
Individual.
And I mean, really paid attention. And it wasn't extravagant.
12 days of a shocky.
12 days of a shocky.
12 days of a shocky, baby. And I loved every bit of it.
Did you love it, girl?
It wasn't nothing. They were small things, but they were
Did you love it, cool?
Did you love it, girl?
I ain't the only one blushing on this phone. Baby.
Ain't she blushing?
It was a good time. And it was because somebody paid attention. And I appreciate that. I like a man that pays attention.
Love a man who pays attention.
Yeah.
Small things.
Yes, indeed.
You don't always have to go big. Sometimes you just gotta take your time.
It's the details for me.
It's
It's always
thoughtfulness.
Yes, it is always the details for me. All right, y'all. That brings us to a close. We want to thank y'all for tuning in and showing up and showing out with us. And remember, when queens converse, the crown may shift, but it never falls. Y'all be blessed and have the day you deserve.
Bye.
Bye.